Hi guys, I'm Exactchaos and welcome to my Opinionated Facts review about Planet Coaster. So, Planet Coaster is firstly a very beautiful and detailed amusement park management tycoon game. Look at this. Look at how awesome and amazing this looks. This is really detailed. Really detailed. Look at that, really extremely detailed. Okay, so I'm in awe of this, and that's one of the key parts of this overview. Um, okay, so basically, you plan and build your own amusement park. So here it is, an amusement park. You plan, you lay it out, you manage it. You've got your rides, you've got the cost of the rides, all of these kind of things. What's the ticket prices, etc., etc. Okay, so that's what you do. You research different rides as it aligns with your vision of this amusement park. So if you go here, there's coasters, track rides, general rides, shops and facilities, sceneries, buildings. All of these are basically props that you use to kind of get the shape and feel. As you can see, the pirate ship and the buildings and the stuff over there. So you theme it quite well. So if you go into, let's say, research over here, oh, I don't have anything. I've already researched everything for this kind of scenario. But over here, you can research the rides that you want and so on. And you can manage, there's a lot of management aspects of it. Staff, guests, lots and lots of stuff that you can have a look at over here. Okay, so yes, so you research. The basic like ploppable rides. If I go just over here, that's just like the basic stuff. Merry-go-rounds and things like that. So just click and place it. Then you've got the track rides, which I don't have any in this scenario specifically, but that's basically people move their stuff around the park, those kind of rides. Then you've got coaster rides, which is like this thing over here. And if I scroll this way, let me just close this. If I scroll over this way, something over here. There's some notifications going on over there. Okay, like this ride over here. And then also, the next aspect of it is absolutely you can theme this. So let's scan through here. Here it is so well themed. Look at this. Everything is themed. Everything. The little walkways, the little shops, all themed on this pirate theme. All of your entertainers and things hanging around. Everything is themed like crazy. Look at the pirate at the top of the shop over here, the fast food place. As you go through here, then the rides are themed extremely well. Well, it's a ride though, but it is themed in this whole pirate theme. You've kind of got the props over here. You've got the soldiers. You've got the boat on the other side. So all in all, very good in terms of theming. This game is good fun and it caters for a variety of player styles. So whether you would like to, say, manage a theme park, plan and manage a theme park, that's the one style you can play as. But then you've also got technical design. If you want to see how steep you can do the detailed design of these things, how if you want to build the best roller coaster and that's your main goal, then that's the way you can play it. And then the other thing that you can do is if you're just generally going for creative design and the look and feel of the place. Look at this. Look at that. You can spend hours doing all these kind of things. And you obviously have a balance of that and decide where you want to start with. So as you can see, these aspects is part of the kind of scenario. So this was obviously took hours to construct. And then over here is a few things that I've just kind of randomly placed. So you can see I've done some theming, but it's nowhere near the kind of detail that was done on the other side over there. So that's basically, you can decide your own level of theming and creative design. So let's talk about the good aspects of this game. I cannot compliment the graphics enough. So firstly, I just want to say, geez, I don't know. The graphics of this game it flabbergasts me. I'm in awe of it, as I've mentioned, and it's just one of those great aspects. Look at the detail over here. If we go down here, there's birds flying around. People, look at the shadows, the sun. Look at the litter. Oh, these are birds. That's litter. Look at that. Look at that. People walking. uh, there's a entertainer walking around, people walking around them. It just looks so real. It looks real, and I'm crazy about it. It's one of the key positives about this game is just the way it looks. Okay, there's a lots of variety of gameplay, as I've mentioned. You can choose your style. I think then the thing that I think really sits with me is the way you can design, the detail at which you can design. So let me start. Actually, that's not what I want to do. I want to. So you have ploppable ones. So let's say a basic coaster that you can just do that with. But then what I'd rather do is I would just do my own. And for the minute now, I can't remember how I did that. Custom. There we go. So then you can also do your own. So let's say we plop it in here, and now you need to start building it. So now you can see, if you look at this, so you decide how long this section is, whether it starts going up, and then you keep building it like that. Then you can start flattening it out, something like that. Then you move on to some track elements. You can start by kind of tilting it. Then you can bend them. Then you can lengthen them. You can go up like that. Look at that. Apart from that, then you've got kind of custom loops and things. So you've got that. So we can do all kinds of things like that. And the detail is just amazing. And then we do a roll. Look at this. Look at that, which I've just built over here. Obviously, it's not going to work, but so there's awesome things like that. So I'm just completely in love with the detail that you have in order to design your coasters. So I'm going to leave that one there, and I'm going to go back and look at this one. Ooh. Okay, let's cancel all of this. There we go. Gone. Okay, now, coming to this coaster, then we move on. So apart from the detail in terms of design, then there's all the stats, for crying out loud, on a game like this. Look at this, and let's have a look. So here we've got the excitement rating. So this guy is traveling up over here, very low excitement, very low nausea and fear, and speed is slow, and so on. But ultimately, the game has got ratings. We can have heat maps where we can display the excitement. So which sections are exciting? Look at that. Which sections instill fear? Look, it's very scary to go down here. Very, very scary. Which sections are... Ooh, something's going wrong. Can't visual. Oh, it's showing this one. Showing this one now. Anyway, it's showing your speed. What's the speed it's traveling at? Previous run data. Let's just do previous run data. There we go. So there you go. There's the speeds around here. Look at that. It gets pretty quick. 60 miles an hour over here. Very, very quick. And so on. Okay. All these kind of things. Lateral G-force. Something's not live data. What previous run? Show me. Lateral G-forces over there, etc. So lots of detail. Lots of stats. And then, of course, as I checked the park management, lots of detail on finances and guests and so on. There's a lot there. There's really a lot there. Okay. Now, oh, and of course you can use all of that to improve your rides. Okay, so then there is a lot of developer support. There's been a number of updates to it. The developers are really active, and they're keeping the game up to date with with the support. There's also workshop content support, and there's a lot of workshop content out there already. If you like designing roller coasters, you can put them on the workshop. If you want to use someone else's roller coaster or whatever, you can put it in here. So I'm a big fan of that kind of modding workshop content things, just like in stuff like City Skylines and so on. I like the big community that does whatever they do and just makes the game so much more rich in content. Okay, let's get to the bad. It's a bit of a steep learning curve. It's not easy building a roller coaster, I can tell you that. This thing took me ages to build, so you will have to spend a lot of time to learn the ropes in terms of doing that. But ultimately, it's part of the fun, so I don't think it's too bad. But it's got a steep learning curve, and be aware of that. While it is a park management game, I do feel it is a little bit light in terms of park management. Yes, it's got the statistics, but there's not that much you can tweak and deal with over here. You can train these guys, you can set prices and so on. But I think it's a little bit lighter on the park management. It's definitely not a complex park management game. The real complexity is in the design of the roller coasters and not so much in the management of the parks. But I don't think it's the end of the world. It's just just going to target the game for what you want to use it for. Okay, so let's do that and say that the verdict for this. I think this game is awesome. I'm going to play tons and tons of hours of this game trying to make the perfect theme park, trying to get the perfect roller coaster, the quickest roller coaster, the scariest roller coaster, all of those kind of things. I just see myself spending ages and ages doing it. And I think you can do too. So definitely highly recommend this game. It is great fun and it looks awesome, absolutely awesome. Okay, guys, I'm Exactchaos, and this is my opinion. That has been my opinionated facts about Planet Coaster. If you've liked this review, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more reviews and gameplay. Thank you. Bye bye.